racing in our next class. I'm going to bring the TAD from the AMA up. We're going to hand over the 450B National Championship one more time. Avery Long.
Hey, great job, Avery. Fantastic performance here this week. Right now, 125C underway, and that's going to be Lance Geis on the 14 KTM with your hole shot. Geis having a stellar moto in moto number 2, second place. Having some issues with that first moto, though, a 23rd. So your hole shot award winner right here, Lance Geis, going 23-2 so far. Contenders look like Dawson Cobb. He's got a 1-4. Micah Grubbs a 7-1, and that's going to be your guys that are mainly in contention for this title here in our 125C as they start to sort themselves out. Looks like Geis putting that hole shot to good use, able to hold on as they whoa, little collision right there. Not sure exactly who that was. A couple riders come together as they work their way around that tree turn. Oh, one rider down now. Still, these guys getting sorted out on the first lap. Giving up a bunch of positions. Is that down rider? It looks like the number 80, I believe it was. Might have been 88. That might be Taylor McKenzie. We'll get a proper ID here in a moment. But there comes your leader, number 14, Lance Geis. Again, putting that hole shot to good use, trying to separate himself from the rest of the pack. Up and over the anthill goes your leaders. Back around the tree and back into sight for the first time. Going to complete lap number 1 here in 125C. The number 14 goes clear up to the outside, rides that outside berm down into the Bermuda Triangle. Here we go. He takes that inside line, going to ride defensive right now. Going to bring lap number 1 to a close. 125C going to play out like this after lap number 1. Lance Geis in that number 1 position. Dawson Cobb in contention for that championship. He sits in the number 2 ride. Number 3, Spencer Burley. Number 4 position is Mason Simmons. Axel Neff getting another good start in that number 5 spot. So having a little problems in moto number 2. Wasn't feeling good. Came off of a 3rd place in moto number 1. So Neff looking to improve on that last one. Going to try to move that number 67 Husqvarna to the front. Micah Grubbs in 6th. William Jordan in the number 7 spot. Gavin Player in 8th. Riley Greiner rides in 9th. And Mason Dahl is in the number 10 spot here as we take a look at it after lap 1. 125C, that's our 3rd race of our championship rounds right now. Coming up next is going to be that 85cc 10-12. But taking a look at it right now, Dawson Cobb going to work on that number 15 KTM, looking to put it in the books right here. Dawson Cobb sitting on that 1-4, so he's sitting on 5 points total. We're looking at a 1-4-2 right now. So Dawson Cobb in the driver's seat.
Making our way back into the booth, the 125C class. Megawatt doing hey, gnarly start.
Oh, are you
couple
kidding?
Of riders.
Yeah.
Those bikes got so tangled up.
Oh. And what's tough, you can't get a real ID on it, so you want to be careful. You don't want to shake somebody's parents up, say the wrong name and this and that. So let it sort itself out there. That's exactly what we did. And got to tell you, I knew we would have a race on our hands. Geis got out there. Geis having some bad luck early. He had a 23 in the Moto 1, but he come back, rebounds with a 2nd in that 2nd Moto. So 23-2 for your current leader right now, Geis. This is more a race of principle. This is more about a statement, proving a point. We had a little bad luck there. 23rd in that first moto. Can you imagine coming out of here 23-2-1?
Wow.
That may not win you a championship, but it certainly makes a statement and proves a point.
Yeah, exactly. Things don't always go my way, but I certainly don't let it get me down.
But when they do, I stomp you.
When they do, I'm going to wax you. I'm going to put a hurting on you.
Exactly. Mikey, very, very fortunate. Rain showers all around us. Legs just came in and told us he came through a rainstorm a moment ago. Yeah, so very blessed again. Yesterday, as we know, Rodney sent us a video there about 4 o'clock in the afternoon as it was pouring at the Pilot. We had perfect weather right here. A small drizzle is the only thing we saw yesterday.
Yeah, not too bad. Been very, very fortunate about it. Ask him, how are those Pringles?
Yeah, JP knocking out the Pringles out there. Those look like the cheese puff ones. like cheddar cheese flavor too. Those are one of my favorites.
Can't even. That's his appetizer before he goes to the Watson compound for dinner.
Listen, that's how we play up there. It's a buffet every night at our place.
I've not had any complaints. Thank you to you and your wife for being. Before I forget, before it's Saturday and we're all over with, let's make it public real fast. Thank you to Megawatt Matt Watson and your wife for hosting dinner each evening for me. My wife said, "Are you eating like crap?" And I said, "Absolutely not." She thinks it's going to be, cheeseburgers at the Wendy's every night. I said, "No, I've eaten pretty darn well." So thank you guys.
No sweat, dude. That's family, son. You and I've been on the road a lot together. We know the importance of getting some rest, eating correctly, and putting in some time. So our pleasure having you, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, on the track, Lance Geis doing his thing. Dawson Cobb there in the number 2 spot. Spencer Burley had him on screen a moment ago, that number 89. About a second back from Cobb last we saw, but it was a good battle.
How are you not a top 10 contender with the name Spencer Burley? I mean, how are you not in top 10, top 5 every moto with a name like that? First of all, they should just let you go. First, they should just give you a head start. Like, look, this guy's going to be there. He's going to be Burley.
Yep.
Just let him go.
Burley. Gavin Playa.
Right, Playa. He's in it too. Come on.
I'm about it. Mason Simmons rounding out that top 5. Aaron 125 class out there singing.
No doubt. On key.
Love it.
We call these 125s. A great transition machine still. A lot of riders like to get on the 250F. They like to fill that 4-stroke. But when you're coming off those Super Minis, those 85s, just a little bit bigger wheel, just a little bit more power. It's a great transition machine. I keep one around at all times. Weege used to have a CR120. Do you keep a 125 around, Weege? You have one anymore?
Not anymore.
But they're just such great transition machines, and they're fun. You would not believe how many guys show up at like the Big Dave Vet Homecoming, and they bring a 125 along with that 450.
Oh, I love it.
They ride multiple classes, but I think it has it has a soft spot in all our hearts, us older guys, because that was our transition bike. There wasn't a 4-strokes when you came off an 80 machine and went on to a 125. You're riding big bikes.
Big bike.
That you'd made the step.
I'm the grown man now.
For sure. So right now, one of our favorite classes continues to roll away. You see the 15 right now, Dawson Cobb, trying to go to work on Lance Geis. Geis turned a 2:05.5 last time around. Cobb was a 2:06.9, gap just about 4.4 seconds.
Spencer Burley, I believe, has gotten around Cobb, is what we're watching.
There's the 89 right there. So, okay, very good. Yep, very good.
Spencer Burley has gotten around Cobb into the 2 spot.
Nice call.
And Dawson Cobb, little gap right there. We'll see if he can hook back up with him. Cobb, a 1.4 when he checked in last time, was in 3. We'll see where that puts him when he drops back to the 4 position, thinking he's still going to be in pretty good shape.
I have to tell myself I got the 14 and the 15 confused. They're both on KTM.
Oh, yeah.
And I got the 14 and 15 confused there. That's how that one happened.
I can't believe it. I've not made a single mistake. Weege hasn't made a single mistake this week. And there you go.
You guys are ERA 0. You guys are perfect.
Sure. I think we went live at 9 a.m. or 9 a.m. I think I made my first mistake about 9 a.m. in 1 second. It happens.
Coming up on just about halfway, just about 8 minutes right now. Oh, no, we're past halfway. That's elapsed time, so 6 minutes remaining, so well past halfway. Going to see that 2-lap card probably this time around. Keep taking a look at the skies, Mikey. It's funny. You look out one window, it looks one way. Look out another window, and that may just be the frosting on the windows too. That may be some of the weekly dirt that you and I have failed to remove here the last couple days. But looks like we are headed for great weather today. Should be overcast the rest of the afternoon, according to my radar that I looked at. Not a meteorologist by any chance. I just play one on TV. Yep.
Here we go. Oh, we just had the finish line camera. I was going to get an idea of it. Lance Geis, boy, what a ride here in the 3rd moto. like you were saying when we walked in, that 23-2-1. If he can finish that way, how gnarly would that be?
Exactly.
Something positive for him to take away from this. To me, Lance Geis isn't going to think in the what ifs.
No. Yeah.
The building block. This was something I'm building for later.
Absolutely, and that's the plan for him right now. Time continues to wind down. I believe the 2 lap card is out as we take a look, working their way past the podium and past the tower right now, actually. Last time around, 206.4 for both of them. So Geis and Spencer Burley both 206.4. Cobb checking in with that 209. So Cobb giving up the pace just a bit right now. All right, you guys going to make your way down to the podium. Guys going to make your way down to the podium. Going to be interesting to hear the story. Going to be a story to be told. And right now, Dawson Cobb looking at that 1-4-3 for the possible overall. So he's riding in that 3rd position right now on his KTM number 15. William Jordan in that number 2 spot. Right now, he's looking at a possible 5-3-6 for 14. Spencer Burley, a possible 6-9-2 for 17. So Cobb, Jordan, and Burley in contention for the overall podium. But right now, it's all about Lance Geis out front and leading the moto. So Lance Geis still out front. White flag is out right now. Number 14 working his way through the 10 commandments, putting this thing on lock. 207.3 last time, 207.8 for Spencer Burley. Dawson Cobb a 208. So as we ride, we're going to take one more look at it. Dawson Cobb looking at a possible 143. William Jordan a 536, and Spencer Burley 692 for the possible overalls here. Right now, one more trip back through Storyland for the number 14 of Lance Geis. Going to take home a moto win here. Keep this thing on 2 wheels just for another moment. Come back through the waterworks. Going to come down the beach for one final time. Going to make his way around the Polysport Pond and hopefully pick up that gold medal moto win here. And we're going to hand out some championship hardware, and Dawson Cobb, the man of the hour, with a 143. Provided we roll this thing through the checkered flag. Coming up next, going to be our 85 10-12, followed by 65 7-9 limited. So going to have some youth classes coming up here in just a moment. 85 10-12 was an absolute burner for the first couple motos. Take a look, Carson Wood getting the win in there. He went 111. Cade Dutton going 3-1, so he's sitting in the catbird seat right now with that score of 4. So 85 cc 10-12 coming up here in just a moment. See the final corner right now, see the checkered flag coming out, and that's going to do it. Lance Geis going to put the icing on the cake here. His week at Loretta is going to take a moto win in moto number 3. So Geis, that actually leaves him with a 24-2-1. That first moto really causing him some issues. Going to put him with 7th overall, but leaves here with his head high, knowing that he finished on 2 podiums leave him with a Moto win. He's going to take a gold medal, a silver medal home, and nothing to hang your head about there. Great performance by Lance, guys. But congratulations to Dawson Cobb, 1-4-3. He's going to be our champion. William Jordan, 5-3-5. He's going to take home a silver. And Spencer Burley going to go 6-9-2 for the bronze overall. Take a look at this Moto. Lance Guy, Spencer Burley, Dawson Cobb, 1, 2, 3. Gavin Player in the number 4 spot. William Jordan in 5th. Mason 7th and 6th. Jackson Butler brings this one home in 7th. The 8th place goes to Riley Renier, and Carson Mainquist pulls down a solid 9th. Miles Engelman rounds out our top 10. Going to be an interesting podium down there. Can't wait to hear from Dawson Cobb. Boys are going to get things set up. We'll be right back with you in just a moment. Coming up next, 85cc 10-12.
And coming up right now is our Moto winner. Let's hear it for Lance Geis. Taking the win in 125C. How'd that Moto go?
Oh, got a really good start. Got the whole shot. Tried to push the couple of laps, and then stay steady and not crash, and it worked.
All right. Who do you want to thank?
Jesus Christ for keeping me safe. Mom and Dad, FXR, Unlimited Motorsports, Next Level Motocross, Coach G for getting me here. 100% fine-tuned, Hardline MX, Natural Lubricants, and everything else I forgot. Thank you so much.
Let's hear it for Lance Geis taking the win. All right, we gotta need to get the Lance Geis bike off, and we gotta bring the championship bike on. Thank you. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you got the whole shot. One more for Lance Geis. Get to keep that. We're going to bring the runner-up rider. We'll bring the second-place rider up, and you can bring the Dawson Cobb bike to the stage. So we're going to bring Dawson Cobb's bike on up and get ready for our championship celebration. But I'm going to bring Spencer up to finish second and give him the silver. So let's bring the championship machine on up to the stage. Let's hear it for Spencer Burley taking second. And I need Dawson Cobb's bike. Dawson Cobb's bike to come on up. Spencer, tell me about your moto.
I got off to like a 5th place start and just made some moves early and got into second and just rode there the whole race.
Awesome. Who do you want to thank, Spencer?
I want to thank my mom, dad, sister, family, Factory Connection, O'Neill, Dunlop, Scott, Moto Pro Graphics, and the Compound Training Facility.
All right, there it is. Let's hear it for Spencer. Spencer Burley taking second. Let's get the number 15 machine on up and hand out the hardware. It was a third in the moto. That's just one piece. The big story is the title. Let's hear it for Dawson Cobb. And now the most high pressure putting a bike up on the stand of all time, and he handled it. No, he did not. I mean, we're putting the pressure on. We're live on Racer TV. We're handing out titles. There you go. Luckily, it's only a 125. It's a bronze medal, but you will take it because it unlocks the championship. Talk about, first of all, the work that it takes to get to this level.
Well, been riding a lot with Stu. Been doing 30s.
Yeah. How tiring is that?
It's pretty bad.
Yeah. Now, what was this moto like for you?
Just trying to stay up and be smooth and not throw it away.
So you knew what position you needed. You knew you were good?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Who do you want to thank, Dawson?
God for keeping me safe, mom and dad, all my friends and family watching back home, BDR, the shows, Stu, and everybody else, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing Tad from the AMA on up, and he has it, the 125C National Championship plate, and we are going to crown our champion. Let's hear it for Dawson Cobb.